standing on business. Together now. Standing on business. Bitch, always.
The truth! You can't handle the truth!
If some of y'all men don't get these kids a razor, we gonna be in some trouble. Y'all better get these kids from the mamas. Get your boys, especially get your boys and raise your boys. Get them from their mama. It's a whole lot of mamas messing up these kids, missing they. Some don't even know who they is cause of who. They mama. Daddy, if you would get your kids, raise your kids so they'll know who they is. I know what you're saying, lady. Why would you say that? Look, some of y'all know y'all don't know how to raise no kids. I'd be looking at y'all with these little boys, what y'all doing, y'all makeup, and y'all dances, and I be looking like, for real? I mean, they ain't gonna know who they want to be in the middle. We already got a problem with that. Y'all men better start raising y'all, not just your boys. You better start raising your little girl. It's a whole lot of women out here, they mind ain't right. They perverted. They done throw you. You notice how they done throwed you away and put the child in your place. You know why they done that? Just like you throw women away and put your daughter in their place. Because you need something you can control. They can control them kids. They can't control you. Get your kids. Some of these women ain't right. I ain't lying. Some of these women straight messing up their kids. They emasculating their kids. Emasculating them. These kids don't even know who they is. Because their mama got them in front of the camera. I got them somewhere paraded around doing what they want them to do. And daddy, you somewhere here. And you wonder why your son turned out the way he turned out. And your daughter turned out the way she turned out. Where you at? Get your kids and raise them. Go back and read that Bible. Go back and read it. It was a whole lot of men raising them kids back in the Bible. These children don't even know who they is. And some of y'all daddies starting to act just like these women. Getting up in here and you're emasculating your daughter. You can't talk to your wife and get her to do nothing. Oh, I'm just going to get my daughter to do it. Stupid. This is why we got these Gen X and Z and Y generation. You know why? Because you won't get your kids. Go get your kids. Go, look. Help raise your kids. Eric Mays done died. Point of order, point of information. My condolences to his whole family. Tyler Perry got that new movie out. It's like pouring on ecstasy, and you won't get your kids. Go get your kids. These women, look. If you ain't one of them women that ain't doing this, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to y'all who doing strange things to these children. And you think it's okay. And then you telling daddy, don't you say nothing, don't you do this, don't you do that. When one of them boogers come back and do something to you, don't call daddy. Don't even call law enforcement. Because you know what you did. You raised that demon. You sure did. You made that beast. You sure did. All up in front of the camera doing feminine stuff with masculinity sitting on your lap. That ain't how you teach no boy to be no boy. Then all of a sudden later, he up in the camera. Oh, this is how you do your makeup. Really? You see what you doing? You see what that spirit just did? It ain't no different from a little boy watching his daddy preach. And then all of a sudden, he come home and make him a little pulpit. That's a copycat spirit. Man, get your kids. You want to know what the Bible say about that? Go over there and read in the Old Testament. You know how, for those of you who read the Bible, you like, was they really throwing their kids in the fire? This is a spiritual definition of how people throw their kids in the fire and sacrifice their kids. When you don't raise your kids right, according to what the word of God says in the book of Proverbs, how you train them up, not in what you got going on, but in the admonition of the Lord. When you don't raise your kids up in the admonition of the Lord, you pretty much done threw your kids in the fire to be sacrificed, to be burned, to be crucified. Why? Because you walking in disobedience. Because you want what you want when you want it. Because you want to monetize off of them. Because you want the privileges after them. Because you want to be the favorite parent. Imagine it. The favorite parent. You suck as a parent. Yeah, I said it. You suck as a parent. If you sit up here and train them kids up in everything you enjoy doing and not in the admonition of the Lord, you suck as a parent. Because everything you're doing to that kid is going to backfire on them. They ain't going to know how, your kid ain't going to even know how to handle life. You know why? Because you always there patting them on their back. You always cheering them on. Every time they fall and scrape a knee, you right there. Ooh, it's just a little boo-boo. No, baby. Let your kid go through some kind of experiences and not you. Stop trying to vicariously live your life through your kids. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Stop sacrificing your kids. Men. Real men come forward. I know the judge didn't believe you, did he? Your lawyer was kind of looking at you skeptical like, why you want to raise the kids? What you need them for? You see what I'm saying? Get your kids. Get your kids. Because these women, you understand what I'm saying? Some of these strange women, they doing something strange for a piece of change with your children. And then when your children get to a certain age and you trying to talk to them, and they like, where you was? You weren't with me. You weren't here. You weren't there. You weren't everywhere. Get your kids. Let me tell you something. And this coming from my mama. See, you understand what I'm saying? When you leave them kids up in the hand of one parent all the time, that parent has the power to weaponize them kids against you. You understand what I'm saying? They will weaponize them kids against you. Them kids will come up against you. You don't want your own weapon to be formed against you. Get your kids. I seen a video the other day. The best thing that daddy could have done, even if he was playing, was to get his son at that video with that mama. Because something wrong with him. Then some of y'all get upset because of Mother's Day. Oh, Mother's Day is one of the most popular days of the year. Why you think? Why you think it's the most popular? If you want Father's Day to be important, you know what you got to do? Get your kids.